Good evening and welcome back to the news. The Minister for Employment and Social Affairs has made a call for more work opportunities for people living with disabilities and for employers to value their contributions in the workplaces. Minister Patricia Francoeur made the call this morning during a meeting with 5 people living with disabilities. The aim of the meeting was to seek their views on the work conditions of people living with disabilities. Some of the issues raised were flexible working hours, equal pay, discrimination, abuse, and training, amongst others. Minister Francoeur said the points raised will be considered in the revision of the Employment Act to address the specific employment issues of people living with disabilities. The Baie-Sainte-Anne-Pralin post office will be closing indefinitely as from the 15th of March. This is because the cost of operation far exceeds its revenue. The Chief Executive Officer of the Seychelles Postal Services, Mariella Buisson, said that it is costing 1.3 million rupees to run the office yearly, when the office is actually making only 292,000 rupees. Services currently being offered at the office will be moved to its other post office at Grand-Anse-Pralin, including the 6 employees who works there. Mrs. Buisson said that relevant authorities have already been informed of the move, including the district administrators and MNAs. A notice will also be placed on the door of the office, as well as TV advertisements to inform the public of the change. The Seychelles Defense Forces is strengthening its capacity to undertake surveillance operations on land and at sea now that it has received 2 drones funded by the British government. The UK High Commissioner to Seychelles, Patrick Lynch, handed over the drones to the Chief of the Defense Forces, Brigadier Michael Rosette, during a ceremony at the Coast Guard base at Perseverance. The drones are lightweight and can be launched by hand, which makes them perfect for operations at sea.
These drones have the potential to be a force multiplier for the Seychelles Coast Guard. They will allow them to conduct real-time aerial surveillance of target vessels, to video record activity before and after the boarding teams engage, to enhance search and rescue operations, and also to scout inaccessible stretches of coastline.
The Ministry of Agriculture, Climate Change and Environment have launched its Sustainable Home Garden Competition for 2022. The competition will be divided in 3 categories: balcony or veranda, small garden, and large garden. Members of the public can start registering up to the 15th of March. After registration, the staff of the ministry will visit all participating homes to see the gardens and advise participants how to improve so that all criteria can be met. The main criteria are quality and diversity of plants, creativity, and social and wildlife impacts of the garden. This is the 2nd time the Ministry of Agriculture, Climate Change and Environment organizes such competition.
Apart from just a beautiful garden, which is for show, this is what we're checking, but our title, as we specified this year, it's Sustainable Garden Competition. Okay, so there are quite a lot of sustainable practices that they have to show us. They have to register by the 14th of March. The judges will start judging in August, and the prize giving will be in September. But throughout those 4 months, we will be visiting the homes 2 or 3 times sometimes, just to give them advice. We will have people with us. For an example, end of March, our first visit, we have to bring landscaping people with us. We have to bring people from agriculture who specialize in pest control, in landscaping, to help them and guide those people on how to improve what they have.
Whilst on official mission in Paris, France, President Wavel Ramkalawan also held talks with the Director General of UNESCO, Audrey Azoulay, at the UNESCO headquarters. He conveyed to Mrs. Azoulay the sincere appreciation of the people of Seychelles for the long-standing support provided to Seychelles by UNESCO. He also expressed his gratitude on being named as one of the patrons of the Ocean Decade Alliance alongside the Prime Minister of Norway. President Ramkalawan has also addressed the UNESCO Africa Group at the headquarters of the organization in Paris. In his statement, he reiterated Seychelles' adherence to UNESCO's noble ideals of peace and reaffirmed the conviction that through dialogue, peaceful resolution of conflicts and development were the best choices for African countries to face any challenge. And in a meeting with representatives of the small island developing states, SIDS, permanent delegations to UNESCO, President Ramkalawan commended them for advancing the agenda of small island developing states and for pushing their challenges to the forefront of the global agenda. We've come to the end of this news summary. I will be back with more news in Creole at 8 p.m., so stay tuned.